Okay, this is part two of the video I did when I drew out thinning down a piece of Georgetown and a piece of Rainy Buttes. I said I'd finish. I'm trying to accomplish the indirect percussion, and so we start on it. There we go. Pretty good plate. I'm try to shoot one right across here. And didn't do doodle squat. Try again. It slipped off the edge. I have a habit of moving when I go to hit it. I get scared. There we go. That's a good one. Got a little fraction there where I moved it off the edge. And I think we'll be all right. I hope we will, but there's a crack in it. It was caused from that. I'll show it to you so you can see it. Where that chip went out, right there, it made a crack going across there. Might have to end up with a real narrow point. I don't know, it might break off. That was all my mistake. See, when I hold it on there steady, it does what it's supposed to. No, I'm not moving it off because I'm afraid it's going to cut me or something like that. Somebody said, well, you need to wear gloves. I said something about that the other day, and I said, well, move, it's just, I don't know, it's just, it's like you're shooting a gun and you know it kicks, and you shoot it a couple times and you're out of bullets and you don't know it, and you pull the trigger and you flinch. And there wasn't even a bullet in the chamber. It's kind of the way it is. Hard for me to explain, but I don't know, I just have a tendency to pull away. Now on that one, I don't think you could see it. I was just barely shaving it, trying to thin the tip a little bit. Wouldn't try and move no mass like that. We'll go back and try to do it again on the barely shaving it. I think I might use this lighter billet right here. Yeah, I got a little better control of that. And another thing that's going on right now is that my wrap has come off. I need to stop and tighten it. This thing's getting real loose. So, gotta find out what's going on here. Just give me a minute. Just to bear with me. The paper. That's what the problem was. It slipped out from under the paper. Wasn't it? It got loose. I don't think this gonna hold very long. Anyway, we'll try it and see. How to get buckled up the seatbelt. All right, let's get back up here and move some good stuff. Get off that tip. I don't like playing around on tips. I always break them off. I like to make my tips just needle point, and I always have good points on there. I try one more time, and I end up breaking it. Then I got a shorter piece because of it. I'm gonna try to run this one down through here and make it come out in this hinge right there and feather out. It sounded good. Went right across it. Took it out. That sounded good. Was good. I gotta think of what kind of. I don't finish points anymore because the pressure flake is so hard on me, and I don't know. All this is give out in here. I don't know how to explain it, but I wouldn't have believed it if you'd told me 5 years ago it'd be that way. But I believe it now. I'm gonna try to run this one down through here, but I do need to try to finish the point. And maybe give a point giveaway or something like that. I gave some the other day away, and if you was on my YouTube video, boy, that thing come back and popped me in the leg right there. Boy, that thing shut off. It felt like it cut me. Woo. Anyway, my YouTube video, I said, first one that said they'd like to have this point could have it. And I mean, one said it about the same time on my Facebook messages, one did on my YouTube video. So anyway, I made another one, and because I called it a tie, and I have not mailed them out yet. I gotta get some of them small envelopes. I hadn't had time to go to the post office. That's been about 5 days ago, but I'm gonna get there this week. Y'all just bear with me. And it is free, and I will send it to you, I promise you. Give me time. No such thing as a free lunch, but these are free. It don't cost you nothing. That looks pretty good. This is still a little high. Right in here. Might take one more out, or two. Then we'll turn it over and do the other side. See what it looks like. There we go. All right, let's come over here on this side. See what kind of damage we can do. probably gonna wish I had pressure flake this out, but I'm gonna try to knock it out. I know I'm gonna regret it. Look at that, I got it. Praise the Lord. Look at that. I'm gonna run a good one right here. That almost hinged on me. I got lucky on that. Left a little fish scale right there. That almost went out of his. Got real blessed on that. I'm glad I double checked that. I didn't grind. I'm gonna take some off here if I show you what I'm talking about. I almost hit it and I looked and I saw it. My grinding stone missed it. It probably was like teeth on a saw and it just skipped over it. It's too high here and didn't get in the low spot to grind it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Get this set up here. But this right here is razor sharp and that's where I was gonna hit. I don't need that. I need that to be dull. All right, let's see if we can dull her out. That dog got it out of there. There's a hinge right there. I should have showed it to you. I didn't even think about it. You probably saw it, but I was able to come under it and get my shockwaves travel under it and take it out. I jumped it, what I call jumping it or whatever. If the flake landed down there, it would have had the hinge on it. If it landed up here where I could have picked it up and showed it to you, but it landed down there, but the hinge was on it wherever it went. Like that flake I showed you when I was fitting this percussion, where I took the hinge out and the flake was on the hinge was on the flake. The same thing I'm talking about. Try to run this one that way. Hit just like it. Went right down through there. Made me a nice little ridge right here. That one didn't go further enough. Only go about an inch further. Maybe this one will. Yep, that one did. I sure hope this turned out where y'all could see it and I wasn't down there below this friggin' thing. Well, that would make me so mad. But you know what? I could get glad. Just as good as I could get mad. I heard this preacher preach the other day. It was at Christmas time. And it's one of the best sermons I've heard in a long time. And he was talking about that we need to have the joy of our salvation. We need to be joyful. We're going to heaven, man. What more blessing could you ask for? And we need to have excitement about it. People need to be able to look at us and tell there's something different. And I never saw it, but this was the illustration he used. And I asked the people that saw it, and they said, yeah, it was pretty neat. He was talking about a movie called The Elf. It's a Christmas movie, and there was an elf and an elf is what the movie was about. And I guess he was at a shopping mall. Somebody said, Santa's coming or something like that, and he hollered, Santa! It was real loud. He jumped up and he said, I know him. And he was trying to let everybody know, hey, he had a personal relationship with Santa Claus. He knew him and knew who he was. He was so excited. But if I'm wrong, don't get on to me about it, because I didn't see the movie. But that's what I got out of what he was saying. And somebody I talked to that's seen it, boy, it's in that bass was good. And so anyway, I think that's the way we ought to be. Somebody mentioned Jesus, we ought to say, Jesus, I know him, man, let me tell you about him. Or we need to have that excitement. You need to have the joy of your salvation, man. Okay, I'm going to stop on this one, because I need to make something out of it. I would like to try to go thinner, but I'm just not this experienced with indirect. That's what we're learning for. But I think this is getting there pretty good for indirect. Okay, let's go over here with this mudstone, or some people say it's petrified wood. I've heard it's petrified mud. I don't know if you can petrify mud or not. I don't know. But Rainy Buttes. Rainy Buttes. I like this stuff. Like as good as I do ice cream. All right, we got this hinge here. I'm trying to knock it out by indirect. One went right out of there. It's gone with the wind. Got wind on my mind. Boy, it's been blowing hard here today. We had a pretty good storm last night. I think everybody had a storm last night. All across the United States. We were lucky it was under tornado watch, so we didn't have none. There's a lot of hard wind and a lot of rain. Ooh, we got some rain. I guess y'all get to see that. I know you can now. I wished I had my younger brother's knowledge on photography. He taught photography in classes in school. He would teach photography. I guess it was night classes or something, I don't know. Anyway, I know nothing about nothing when it comes to cameras. I have never owned a camera in my life. My wife has. It's been a little simple camera. Kind that you take a picture of, it comes out the end of it, you take the chemicals and wipe on it and wave it around through the air like you're going crazy. like it's something hot in your hand, you can't let go of it, and blow on it, and then all of a sudden the picture appears on there. That was an old Polaroid, I think, what they call it. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It always amazed me how that picture would show up on there. You sit there and swing that film around, it come out of the camera, and a few minutes the picture would pop up on there. But I'm using my cell phone, and I don't know nothing about lighting or anything like that. And, well, my friend Dan Collins is pretty good at setting up stuff like that. He make it look like it somebody in Hollywood did his. Pictures of his points and stuff. Boy, that man, I wish I'd have showed you that. I didn't even think about showing it. My problem with, I'm thinking about what I'm doing, if I got it right, what I'm gonna do next, and how I'm gonna do it. Then I forget to show it to you. I was pretty good on that first one because I said I'm gonna do my best while I'm doing percussion work to draw it out, explain what I'm doing. But that was a bad hinge right there, and I knocked it out. Now I'm gonna try to come across here and see if I can rub water across here. Look at that. Boy, it looked good. All right, now we got a hump. We got a square edge. This is that hump that gave me problems. I was talking to you about it before. There's a crystal pocket there, if I remember right. All right, I'm gonna try to go down on this edge right here, see if I can knock it out like that. And I did. Look at there. I went right under that hinge. I got my copper to fit right under that hinge, and I held it tight. And he took it right out of there. I'm gonna come back this side and see if I can shoot it back the other way. Then it even some more. Ain't so sure about that one. Know what I need to do? I need to get it right in there. If I'd had the right angle, it would have worked perfect. I was doing this and that, and I just wasn't thinking I didn't have the right angle. And it's getting worse and worse because of that. I mean, it would have been perfect. If I'd had the right angle, my idea and the way I had it set up, I'd say it was perfect. But just went in and built up a hinge there because it went too deep. I won't run a shallow flake across there and run a deep one. And because I didn't have enough on my platform, it wasn't wide enough and it wasn't strong enough. And I tried to run it too deep. I didn't try, I did it accidentally. And it hinged on me. Now the same thing here. Try to come back this way and see if I can clear that mess up. Don't know if I can or not. I'm gonna try to go all the way across here, go this way. Might break it right in two right here. Possibility I'll break it. No, that one run across pretty good. If I can get this one to do as good as that one did, it'll be okay. No cigar. Yoo-hoo, 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 yoo-hoo. All the way across to the right. Okay, this side looks pretty good. Let's go over here and get on this side and see what we can do. I went there just making not continuous platform. They were on this side needed a platform. That's what was taking me so long. I just went through and made it all at one time. And sometimes that changes if you start removing flakes. You have to go back and redo it. One side worked out real good. That one did best of than the other two on the other side. We'll do the same thing here. Need run one here. Need run one right in here. Won't forget about that one, we'll do it last. The reason I'm gonna do it last, I'm hoping these might change it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, I got a hinge right here. I'm hoping when I knock one through to come under it, and I knock one this way to come under and take it out. So I didn't try to set nothing up right there. I just left it alone. Good one. Another good one. I'm going to try to go behind it. So what I'm going to do is hit this way. I like to hit myself in a bad spot there. You be careful doing that. That would have been a hollering. Jumping up and down. Running around in a circle. Told that story one time on one of my videos, but I had a gas can sitting in my shop, and had 4 or 5 guys there. We had a little nap in, and a bunch of people over Flint napping some prayers. And somebody asked me what happened to my dog, and I had a Catahoula cur dog. I said, oh man, that crazy dog, she won't believe what happened to it. And I couldn't do nothing with him. I gave him away. Nothing happened to him, but they didn't know I gave him away. So I'm making this story up because they didn't know I gave him away. I said, that son was running a deer. And I said, I've been cutting these pine trees. I do have a bunch of pine trees on my place. And I said, I took my chainsaw blade off and had a big old dish pan. I filled it full of gasoline. Put the chainsaw blade in there to get that pine rosin and that sap off, all that sticky stuff off, and clean my chain up good. And I said, he'd been running deer all day. And he come running up there and he seen that dish pan, and he went up there and started lapping up that gasoline real fast. And boy, all of a sudden he took off running. He turned 3 flips upside down, complete flips in the air. Went around about 6 times in circles and fell over with all 4 of his feet sticking up in there. And one of the guys sitting there, I promise he did. I didn't think he'd about fall for it. He said, did it kill him? I said, no, he run out of gas. He got off that dude so bad. Run out of gas. Oh, man. See there? Got too high up on it. Look how high up I should have known better. Telling my story wasn't concentrating good enough. Well, I can get a little airhead out of it. But anyway, this is what we're doing with indirect percussion. We're breaking them. One surprised the way this one turned out. This one turned out good. I guess 1 out of 2 ain't that bad. I hate I broke that one because I put so much work in it trying to salvage it. It was such awkward shape to start with, and had that crystal pocket and crack in it and all that. And I was so careful in trying to salvage it. I see some spots here. I'm gonna try to get out of this one. Watch me break it. Ooh-wee. Boy, that looks good. Okay. Hope y'all had a blessed day. And y'all have a good New Year's. Cut her off.